What's up, guys and gals, and welcome to veve Vibes, where I love talking all things NFTs, speculation, and of course the market. So Hero today actually just had their second digital card drop ever, and last I heard, about 80% of the cards were already being locked up by whitelist users, and only 20% was actually released to probably the thousands of other people that really wanted these cards. I'll be honest, I was one of those people that got extremely lucky. I had a friend, a couple of the veve content creators that just weren't able to get in because they just weren't accepted during that kind of queue system. So I was one of the very lucky few that got it. There was about 800 packs left. I was really sweating. I'm like, come on, please just let me get in. And sure enough, I did. I just kept on refreshing the page, clicking, selecting 10 packs and buying, and eventually I got in before most other people, which is very, very nice. So I actually did make a recording before all of this. Unfortunately, my mic was muted, so there's like music in the background, but I'm just gonna kind of react to myself talking because I actually did bring up some good points. I'm kind of curious how the market looked like, 7-8 hours ago when this drop actually happened, because as of right now, the market's actually shifted drastically since then. So I think those are all good points I wanted to kind of bring up. So we'll go ahead and take a look at this. So as you can see, my mic is muted, unfortunately. So I did a full 4 or 5 minute video and the whole thing was muted. So pretty much right out the gate, packs were about 230, 273. They ended up stopping just shy of about 300. I think they topped out about 295 or so, or 298. So yeah, packs were really, really high. And me and Rob Stuff actually talked a bit about where we think the packs are going to top out. And Rob Stuff was pretty much on point. He said right about 300, he thinks the packs are going to kind of top out at and then start going down, right? I said about 350, maybe 400. It just really depends. It depends on how many of those chaser cards that we actually unbox, because there's actually quite a few unique cards that are within the set that are quote unquote chaser cards. These are cards that people are trying to go after. They're kind of set up aside from the very basic set that we get for the digital pack. So as you can see, we're scrolling through here. Yeah, a lot of the commons were in the 20s and 30s. A lot of the uncommons were in the 40s. I got really lucky, and actually, as you'll see here a little bit later, I actually opened 2 of my packs. So I actually ended up buying 10 packs. Opening 2, I think I sold 3 just to kind of get my money back. So I still actually have 5 packs left to sell over. I kind of wish, to be honest, I just sold them all right then and there as much as I could as it got closer to 300, because right now packs are a little bit lower than where they were prior. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, I'm still basically forexing my money, so I'm super, super ecstatic to actually have this opportunity to basically buy the packs, flip them on the market, and just essentially, no, it's never financial advice, but essentially just kind of get free money at the end of the day, because we know a lot of these people are going to be chasing leaderboards and stuff. So as you can see here, I already sold 2 packs, basically made my $500 back that I used to pay for those 10 packs, because they're at $50 each. So already, you can see there on the right side, I have 8. I'm actually opening 2 right now, which is pretty exciting. So you can hear the sound of the cards and the music, but not myself originally. So this was actually a really, really good pack opening looking in hindsight. So at the time I was kind of whatever. But this one actually got 2 epics. So I got a Trigon, which I believe I ended up selling for about $50-ish, and then another Vixen. So I actually ended up getting 2 epics, which is pretty nice. And one of them is a relatively low mint at 187, an A187, which is pretty low. The other one ended up being a 325, and I'll be honest, the prices of these really flew down. You guys last saw that when we were looking at the prices for the Vixen very briefly. I think they were at 350-ish. Already they're probably about less than half that price, and it's been 6 hours since these packs were actually given out to the community. As you can see, this pack was way less thrilling. So we had Superboy, we had whatever that was in Black Manta. So we ended up getting 2 uncommons and a common. That last pack opening kind of hurt, because that first pack actually ended up landing probably about $450 off that one pack opening. So I ended up making a nice profit off that pack, off of what I would have just sold that pack for. The second pack really, really hurt me, because again, common, 2 uncommons. I think I ended up selling that for maybe 100, maybe a little bit over, maybe 120. So I ended up not getting as much as I could have if I just sold the pack in and of itself. And this is kind of the risk tolerance that I've talked about here. Me, not necessarily play it safe, I just like to play it smart. Just statistically, you're not likely to get a legendary Bane like this, or a legendary Superman like we're seeing on some of the high-end cards for this set. And so statistically, you're just not gonna open these. So I'd rather just sell the cards, let the price of these cards actually pull up the price of the packs themselves, because as the legendaries and the higher end stuff gets more expensive, so do the packs as well. So unfortunately, like I said, all that stuff was muted. You can't really hear myself, you know, anymore on that thing. What we're gonna do now is actually switch over to here. Let me close this. What does the market look like right now? On here, I think it might be a little bit better if I do it this way. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, right now, like the price of everything, like I said, like we were looking at Vixen earlier. Vixen, this epic that only has 600 mints for the most part. It's already at 149. So I ended up selling one for just shy of 200, and that other one, I actually ended up selling my higher mint one first because I put my like low mint at like a really high price and like my lower mint at an okay price. I basically just undercut the floor a bit, so I ended up selling that for like 250, and the floor was just dropping so fast. I actually had to sell my low mint for less than my higher mint just because the floor was just dropping so quickly. I didn't expect the floor to basically just start dropping so quickly and people to start liquidating their packs as well. So you saw earlier that Bane card was at 7 grand. Now it's at 1700. So it's like the prices of these are just basically nosediving at this point. That Trigon, don't know his name, but I remember this pack was probably going for like 70, or this card was going for about 75 bucks. Now it's like half the price from since when I sold it, and a whole bunch of other cards too that I ended up having to sell, or at least the 6 that I ended up selling. So what's the other thing too? So market, we already have that open. Go ahead and look at the packs really quick. So as you saw last we saw, the packs were going for about 290 ish. Now they're going for 214. So still a 4x on the investment, which is absolutely amazing. Right now I'm on the fence of, do I sell these packs? I don't really see any point in opening them right now, just because a ton of the cards are well below what you would get. Like basically, unless I, like I said before, unless I basically get 2 epics or better out of a card or out of a pack, like you're just not going to you're just better off just selling the pack. So as of right now, not entirely sure if it's actually better to sell the packs like right now. Dollar cost average on the way up, are they ever going to go back up to 250, maybe even 300 again? Not entirely sure. So just kind of playing this by ear. It's a good problem to have, don't get me wrong. As you guys can see here up on the top right, I already got 1,200 bucks from just selling cards, selling the stuff that I got on the packs, and I still have 5 packs. This will load. I still have 5 of these packs to sell, so if I really wanted to, I guess I could just floor these, take the grand and be done with it. But I want to see if I can get a little bit more out of it at the end of the day. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Honestly, I got super lucky with this. I know a lot of people in the community that would have loved to got these cards. I know it's not financial advice, but it's like, I mean, if you can get in on these packs early on, it's basically free money. So I'm gonna try and fight really hard to get on the whitelist each time. Whatever shenanigans they throw at us to try and make this whitelist thing work, so I can buy the packs early uncontested, I'm gonna do it. So this time around, I honestly got super lucky. That's unfortunate for the people that didn't get it, but again, still super excited. These packs sold out much faster than what happened last time. I think last time was about, I think they said 13-14 minutes. I think this one sold out in like less than 5 minutes, maybe 8 minutes at most, only because they were staggering the releases of the people that were queued up. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys take care. Please double and triple check all of your listings so you don't screw yourself over, and I'll catch you guys next time.